Hello, lovely students. Welcome back to Justice Computing class. My name is Justus. I hope you're all doing well. I welcome you all back to first term, and I believe you are all ready for lessons. In today's lesson, we are going to look at Introduction to Computing, and our substrand for the term is, or our lesson one is Generation of Computers and Parts and generation of computers and parts of a computer and other gadgets. But our indicators or our main focus for lesson one is identifying the parts of a computer and technology tools. So please, if today is your first time of watching this channel and you've not subscribed, please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, and also press the notification bell so anytime we upload lessons like this, you will be notified. Without wasting my time, I want us to look at what a computer is. What is a computer? A computer is an electronic device for processing and storing data. A computer is an electronic device for processing and storing data. The computer has four main parts. The computer has four main parts, which is made up of the system unit, the monitor, keyboard, and mouse. System unit, monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Now let's take a look at it one after the other and look at the use of the parts of the computer. First of all, let's look at the system unit. The system unit is the head of the computer. It does the thinking for the computer. It uses many inbuilt devices to help it to do its work. It uses many inbuilt devices to help it do its work. We have types of system units. We have the desktop system unit, and we have the tower system unit. Desktop system unit and tower system unit. And other ones that we have is the all-in-one computer. All-in-one computer. This one is what we talk about, the laptop. The laptop is one and the system is attached to the screen of the laptop. Or that one is just like, it's just a screen, but everything is fixed in it with a screen. It's just like your normal television screen, as you can see on your on the screen. That is how the all-in-one computer looks like. These devices include the motherboard, the central processing unit, and the power supply. That's the system unit. The front of the case of a system unit usually has an on and off button and one of more optical drives. So in front of the system unit, we have on and off. Are we okay? But the inside the system unit, we have something like central processing unit, the power supply unit, and so on and so forth, and even the motherboard. Now, let's look at some of the devices that are found inside the system unit. The devices that are found inside the system unit. 1. The motherboard. 2. The CPU. That's the full meaning, central processing unit. 3. Random access memory, which the short form is RAM. 4. Hard drive. And 5. Power supply units. I would like you to go and look for the use of these devices found inside the system unit as an assignment or a project. Know their uses and send it to me on the number you see on your screen. So I repeat the part again. We have the motherboard, we have the system unit, we have the central processing unit, we have the random access memory, which is RAM, we have the hard drive, and we have the power supply unit. Get their uses and send your response to me. Your name, the school that you are, and forward it to the number on your screen. The next part of the computer is monitor. The monitor worked with a video card located inside the computer case to display images and text on the screen. Most monitors have control buttons that allow you to change your monitor's display settings, and some monitors also have built-in speakers. Now, newest monitors, I repeat, The monitor works with a video card located inside the computer case to display images and text on the computer screen. Most monitors have control buttons that allow you to change your monitor display settings. And some monitors also have built-in speakers. Newer monitors usually have LCD with a fulminate liquid crystal display or LED light emitting diode displays. These can be made very thin and they are often called flat panels. Older monitors uses the cathode ray tube displays. Cathode ray tube monitors are much larger and heavier and they take up more space on a desk. Please, I believe you understand. So you have two types of monitors. We have the cathode ray tube monitors and we have the liquid crystal display. The liquid crystal display is also called flat panel. The liquid crystal display is the newer version of the new types of monitors that are in now. We also call it light emitting diode. But the old version or the old monitors that we used those days are called the cathode ray tube. You can see a picture of it on your screen, and that is how they look like. Good. The next part of the computer is keyboard. The keyboard is one of the main ways to communicate with the computer. There are many different types of keyboards, but the most are very similar and allow you to accomplish the same basic task. The keyboard is used for typing. And in other words, we say the keyboard is used for entering data into the computer. As you can see on your screen, a picture of the keyboard on your screen. The next one is the mouse. The mouse is another important tool for communicating with a computer, commonly known as a pointing device. It lets you point to objects on the screen, click on them, and move them. There are two main mouse types, optical and mechanical. So we have two main types of mouse, that is the mechanical mouse and the optical mouse. Now let's look at the definition or the use or how the optical mouse and the mechanical mouse looks like. The optical mouse uses an electronic eye to detect the movement of the mouse pointer. As you can see on your screen, the optical mouse uses an electronic eye to detect the movement of the mouse pointer. But the mechanical mouse uses a rolling ball to detect the movements of the mouse pointer. So there's a vast difference between the mechanical mouse and the optical mouse. Others will say we have other types like cordless mouse. Yes, the only difference is that the cordless mouse is just similar to the optical mouse, but it's just that it doesn't have a cable. Good. Now let's look at some mouse alternatives. There are other devices that can do the same thing as a mouse. Many people find them easier to use, and they also require less desk space than a traditional mouse. The most common mouse alternatives are 1. Trackball. A trackball has a ball that can rotate freely. Instead of moving the device like a mouse, you can roll the ball with your thumb to move the pointer. As you can see on your screen, how the trackball looks like. The second one is the touchpad. A touchpad, also called a trackpad, is a touch-sensitive pad that lets you control the pointer by making a drawing motion with your finger. Touchpads are common on laptop computers. So as you can see, those of you having computers at home or laptops at home, I believe you know what a touchpad is, as you can see on your screen. Good. Let me take you over the lesson again. We looked at what a computer is, and we said a computer is an electronic device for processing and storing data. We said we have other parts of the computer, that is the mouse, the system unit, keyboard, and monitor. We looked at some of the devices that are found inside the system unit. We said we have the hard disk, we have the motherboard, we have the power supply unit, we have the random access memory, and we have the last one to be how do you call it, central processing unit. We went on to look at monitor, which is the next part of the computer, and we said the monitor has two main types. We have two main types, which is the liquid crystal display and the cathode ray tube. And we said another name for liquid crystal display is flat panel display or flat panel screen. We look at keyboard. We said the keyboard is just one of the main way of communicating with a computer. It's one way of communicating with a computer. In other words, the keyboard is used for typing. If it's read, you write it in the exams, it's allowed. We went on to look at mouse, and we said the mouse is the most important tool for communicating with the computers. And we said they are commonly known as pointing devices. We said there are two types of mouse: optical mouse and mechanical mouse. We said the optical mouse type of mouse that uses a light or electronic eye to detect the movement of the mouse pointer. And the mechanical mouse is a type of mouse that uses a rolling ball to detect the movement of the mouse pointer. When we look at some of the alternatives of mouses or alternatives of mouse or mouse alternatives, and we say we have the trackball and the touchpad. Yes, your assignment for today is to look at 2. I wish you all to subscribe to I expect all of you to subscribe to my channel and also press the notification bell so that anytime I upload a lesson for the continuation of this lesson, you will be notified. Please submit your assignment to the number on your screen, your name and your school. And if you have any question to ask, kindly send your question to the same number on WhatsApp. I will be glad to respond to you in our next lesson. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next lesson. Bye bye.